Hey Taurus, and welcome to your Law of Attraction reading. Yes, this is something totally different that I am trying. I just wanted to do this in lieu of a general reading or a spiritual messages reading that I've done in the past. The message will basically be the same. My intention will still be the same, that this is just for you. You're the main subject here, and this is supposed to help you during this time frame to attract abundance, attract your heart's desire, anything that is in your highest favors, and to see what blocks or restraints you may have that need to be removed. Okay, so I'm going to tap into your past energy, your present, and your future. And of course, please don't get caught up in the timing of everything, because it could resonate now, it could resonate later. And if it doesn't resonate at all, please don't forget to check your other placements, because you could be resonating with another placement than just your sun sign. So check your moon, rising, Venus, Mars, any sign that you feel drawn to. And also, if a title catches your interest, go ahead and watch that title or that video too, even if you don't have that sign. There could be messages for you there as well. I've seen readings where I watch something like Gemini, and I'm not a Gemini, but sometimes it just resonates. Okay, so something of that nature. So other than that, let's get into the reading. I'm going to be using this deck. It's the Island Time Wellness Law of Attraction Oracle cards, and this is what inspired me to do this reading, because I really wanted to make use of this deck. It's helped me so much in my journey, and I want to be able to assist you guys in your journey as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the past. What's going on with Taurus? Wow, that came out really fast. We have darkest before dawn. Incoming. And daily habits. I feel like you don't have an issue with daily habits, though. I feel like Taurus are very routine-like. I don't know, but we'll see what's going on there. Or maybe you have too much of a routine and you need to get out of it. All right, so in your past energy, darkest before dawn, breakdown before breakthrough, major shift is in progress, dissolving barriers, ascending. So I feel like you could be going through a dark night of the soul. It doesn't have to be the case, but there's some sort of energy here that is calling to you. You're being drawn to ascend to a higher understanding. Okay, it's like you've gone through a lot of challenges in this time frame, and you feel like you've hit rock bottom. You feel like you have nowhere else to turn, but it's a breakdown before the breakthrough. So if you feel like you've hit a low point, just know that it's the darkest before dawn. That could be confirmation of what you're going through right now. A major shift is in progress, but this progress is in your highest favor, because where you were in the past wasn't serving you anymore. And I feel like the universe had to step in and create this divine intervention and guide you to a new direction, because maybe you were stuck there with the daily habits there. I don't know why I kind of felt like you have a routine that isn't really working for you, because it says self-care, morning, evening, success, routines, make healthy choices, cumulative effects, subliminals. So I feel like your daily habits have maybe not been the best habits. You'll know if that's for you, but I feel like you could have been really stuck on a routine lifestyle, and it made you feel like you didn't really have a new direction to turn into. So I feel like the divine had to step in and kind of shake your world up a little bit to show you to dissolve your barriers and ascend into a new understanding. Okay, maybe you are struggling sleeping. Maybe you're either oversleeping or undersleeping, and it's saying make healthy choices. So, just really pay attention to your habits. Like, are they working for you or are they not? And again, this is the past energy, so I feel like you've already gone through this. And then incoming news message, game changer, surprise invitation, insights, gift, making connections. So that's what I feel. I feel like some news came into your life and kind of shook your world. Something you were not expecting. Maybe you made new connections, maybe you made new friends, or you started something new that is an opportunity that is going to give you everything that you are needing and wanting. Okay, it's like you're being presented this opportunity, and will you take it or not is up to you. Let's go ahead and find out what this energy is about, though. Yeah, and then we have enjoy the journey over here. The fun is getting there. Acknowledge your progress, travel, mental vacation, be spontaneous. So I feel like you're having trouble with your present moment. You could be going through this dark night of the soul still. It doesn't have to be a dark night of the soul. It could just be a really profound transformation that you're having difficulties maneuvering, and you could be caught up in the future of not knowing what's going to happen or not being satisfied with your current present day. But Spirit is here to remind you that the fun isn't getting there. Enjoy the ride. Acknowledge what you've already accomplished, because you've accomplished a lot. And if you have been meaning to travel, go ahead and travel. Obviously be safe. But I feel like you need a mental vacation. I feel like you've been caught up way too much in this routine, right? It says be spontaneous. So I feel like you've been too much in this habitual lifestyle, and you're being called to step out of that frame, step out of your comfort zone. And that could be what this breakdown is. Maybe you're starting to realize that you're not happy in your current circumstances, because it's like the same old song and dance, and you're kind of tired of it. That's what I feel. Let's see what I want to clarify. Let's clarify this incoming message, because I feel like that's like the new energy coming in. Okay, that's too many, but we see the Four of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Queen of Wands. Wow, look at all this passionate fire energy. That's so much success right here. Recognition, stability, foundation, achievement, confidence, communication. Like a lot is coming in your direction, Taurus, whether you realize it or not. You probably already are starting to step into this frame of mind. Maybe before this darkness, you were stuck in a lower vibration where you didn't see all these gifts that you have. Let's get one card though. What is this incoming message? There we go. Beautiful. It came out anyway. See, I love when that happens. Six of Wands. So you're going to be successful. This opportunity that's coming in is going to bring you success and recognition. It's going to help you overcome the obstacles that you've been undergoing with this darkest before dawn and this journey, right? Six of Wands speaks of a journey too. He's on a horse after completing a heavy mission, a turbulent mission. This is victory and success. You're victorious. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Star. So you could have Aquarius in your chart, or be connected to an Aquarius. It's kind of giving you hope. Like, I don't know why I'm feeling that. Like maybe you have an influential Aquarius in your life that is like helping you see your brighter sides of life. Like maybe you're being inspired by an Aquarius to do things differently, because Aquarius don't follow the rules by the book, right? We do things different. So I feel like you could be inspired by that energy. It doesn't have to be an Aquarius person either. It could just be that energy that Aquarius exudes, and you see success in that. So you want to, you're inspired by it. There's hope, there's renewal, there's healing. You're feeling eccentric in a good way. You're feeling unconventional. You want to do things differently. It's a really, really good energy that's coming in here after, again, the darkest before dawn, right? But you're going to be successful in this endeavor. I feel like spirit, or not spirit, just the universe is going to give you this gift, and then it's up to you to take it and see if you want to move forward with it. But I feel like if you decide to move forward with it, you're going to be successful with the Six of Wands. Extremely successful. All right, let's get into the present energy. Look at that. Yeah, yin and yang energy, loving all of you. Love and accept your inner darkness for greatest self-love. Deeply healing world mirrors us. There's that dark night of the soul energy that I'm feeling with this card. And then Aquarius had that theme as well. So maybe you do have Aquarius in your chart. All right, so this is your present energy. So yeah, yin and yang, right? Finding happiness in both energies that we exude. We have light and darkness. And I feel like for a period of time, you've been kind of shaming your dark side. This is the same message that I gave Aquarius, but I'm feeling it coming through again. But I feel like you've been kind of ashamed of your dark side, or you don't allow yourself to be seen in a negative light. Like you're constantly always putting forward your best face, but people don't really get to know the real you because you don't allow them to come in that way. But the only way that other people can accept you is if you accept yourself first. And I feel like that's part of the problem, is that you don't accept your own vulnerability sometimes, that you know that if you can't accept it, why would you even bother trying to get somebody else to accept it? So I feel like you keep in a lot of your struggles, and it's not in your highest favor because you don't allow yourself to accept. But I think that's what you're learning. You're learning to love all yourself. You're learning to heal. And you're understanding that what you put out into the universe is going to be mirrored right back to you, right? So if you carry yourself in this kind of energy where you judge yourself a lot, chances are you're judging other people, and maybe people are judging you too because you are like projecting that energy. But I feel like that's what's changing. That's what this deeply healing is occurring. And I like how it says darkness for greatest self-love. Like I feel like you had to hit rock bottom in order to ascend, right? It's like there's no way from down but up, or there's no way to go now but up, right? When we hit rock bottom. And I feel like you needed to hit this like low point to understand that you are not defined by that. You don't have to be stuck there. So you're learning to really bring in these two energies together and merge and balance them. Yeah, because then the next card is inner peace. Clearing past ancient trauma, physical, mental, and spiritual practices, love inner child. So you're learning to tap more into this very mindfulness energy, right? Maybe you picked up yoga or meditation and that's really helping you. But I feel like this energy that you've been tackling has been very ancient. You're breaking generational curses. And that's really difficult to be the first one in your family to do that. And it could be like inner child wounds that you're carrying into adulthood and you haven't quite overcame them. So now you're in this energy where you're starting to finally face your fears, face traumas that you've been running away from, and you're dealing with them head on. And if you're not, it doesn't mean you have to be doing that right away, but I feel like you're in that direction of taking yourself to heal, okay? Because when we love ourselves, when we love our inner child, when we practice spiritual practices and things of that nature, that's the only way we're able to attract abundance into our life, right? Because again, we're a reflection of our surroundings. So if we don't fix what's wrong with us inside this inner peace, if we don't bring balance into our inner peace, our external world is not going to feel good. Even if you have millions of dollars, like you're not going to feel centered or happy within yourself if you don't have that inner peace first and foremost, right? It's like spiritual riches instead of material riches that are more important. Because then with this card, giving and receiving, everything is energy, reciprocity, give, receive easily to others and yourself, random acts of kindness. Again, it's like that energy of what you put out into the world is going to be exuded back into you. So if you've been carrying yourself in this energy where maybe you haven't been giving a lot and you're expecting to receive, that's not how it works, right? We have to give in order to receive. We can't expect to receive and not by not giving. But I feel like this is more for yourself. Like maybe you've been overgiving too and not giving enough to yourself. Because I feel like sometimes when people see that you're giving to them, they could take advantage of that too. Like they always see that you're going to do the most for them and then that you don't really put yourself first. People take advantage of that. So I feel like there also needs to be a balance in that energy. Random acts of kindness. But of course, if your heart feels guided to give to somebody or to do an act of service for someone because that's what your heart is telling you, then go ahead and do it. I feel like you don't have an issue doing something for someone and not expecting it either. It's like, I feel like it can go two ways. Either you're overgiving or you're undergiving, or you don't even care if you're going to receive back, right? I think that's the energy that we should always carry, that we're not expecting anything in return. But of course, don't let yourself get taken advantage of either. There has to be a fine line between that. All right, and then happiness over here, combine talent with passion, live your dreams, helping others, gratitude journal, self-love. So again, I feel like you're being guided to follow your passions, follow your talents, right? Bring both together, merge those together, and that's where you'll find happiness. And I feel like, again, this darkest before dawn had to happen so that you can see that you're passionate about other things. If you were living this routine lifestyle where you were just working like a 9-to-5 job and you're thinking like, well, my bills are paid, you know, I can buy I own a house, I have a car, I have everything that I could ever want, but it's not, something's still missing in me, you know, that could still be very troublesome. To know that you have everything materialistically and still feel empty inside, like that could really make someone feel like they've hit rock bottom, right? So I feel like in order to go through you had to go through that in order to see that there's more to life than just the mundane, right? Than just this routine lifestyle. I feel like it made you realize that you're passionate about other things, that you want more out of life, that you don't want to live this lifestyle that is conventional. Maybe you have a passion to help other people and that's part of your dream. And then I like how it says gratitude journal. So if you're into writing or journaling, that's a really good manifestation tool as well. It's just very therapeutic to write down your thoughts, anything that you feel is weighing heavy on your mind. As soon as you write it, it's like you're getting rid of the thought, and it's a lot more, it's like a weight off your shoulders, and it again practices more self-love. All right, let's get into the future energy. What is the future energy of Taurus? What is the highest message for the collective watching this? Beautiful. Being love. Okay. The next step. And perspective. And then magic of pretending at the bottom of the deck. Let's start with these ones first. So being love. Exude love in all that you do. Oneness. Like attracts like. Unconditionally loving self and all. Again, so I feel like there's two messages here about love. Loving all of you, being love, exuding love in all that you do. Okay, maybe you've been in a period again where you don't love what you're doing anymore. You're not happy with that and you want something different. Like maybe you had this job where it was like more like technical, like an office job or something, and now you want something where you can really express your emotions, your gratitude to the universe, you know, more, what's the word I'm looking for? I was going to say ethical, but I don't think it's so much that. I think it's just more like compassionate. And then like attracts like. I think you're also learning that if you exude love, you're going to attract love, right? But if you're like a negative Nancy, like it's not going to happen. Not until we learn to unconditionally love ourselves. And then next step, daily steps toward your dream, manageable goals, mentorship, doors opening, success. Beautiful. So this is what I felt with the incoming card in the Six of Wands over here. There's success coming through. And there's an opportunity that's going to be presented to you. Has it not already been presented? But this is going to be how you're going to get towards your goals, okay? And then it says daily steps. So daily habits, recurring message there for you. So really take your time with your dreams. Don't think that it's going to be an overnight success. Okay, manage your goals. Take it day by day. If you have someone who has completed what you want out of life, like, you know, mentorship. So if you have somebody in your life who has done what you want, that's a great person to ask for mentorship. I think mentorship is very important because how are we going to complete something? It takes so much more work to try to go after a goal, a dream that you have no idea how to get there. It always helps when you have like a guide to help you get there. Okay, so that would be very beneficial to you if you've thought about mentorship in some way. If you have someone in mind that you can ask for mentorship, go ahead and do it. It'll help you a lot more. It'll increase your chances of success 100 times more. And it's not to say that you can't do it by yourself either. I just feel like it'll really lessen the workload on you because you already have like some sort of guide to get you there. Okay, and then it says doors opening, success. So the door is open. The door to success is open. It has been open. Now you just have to put in the work. You see how he's like weightlifting? Like this is going to be something that you have to constantly work at, but take it easy also, you know, because if you're learning how to lift weights, you're not going to go to 100 pounds your first day, right? You're going to start at like 20 and then work your way up there. But eventually you're going to hit 100 and you're going to think like, damn, that really wasn't anything. Like I could do that again. So it's not impossible. It's just taking it little by little, right? Taking the steps taking it step by step. One thing at a time is what I feel here. And then perspective. Gaining clarity, see other side, consideration, impression versus fact, taking responsibility for your life. So this might be where you feel a little bit stubborn to your opinion, your perspective. Taurus are very stubborn. So you may be seeking clarity, but you don't want to see somebody else's perspective, or you don't want to ask for help. I know Taurus are very prideful in that and very stubborn in thinking that it's weak to ask for help, but it's not true. Like I said, it'll lessen your workload by half if you ask for help. And it'll help you gain more clarity to see a different side of life. Maybe you're just so stuck in your own mindset that you're having a difficult time getting along with people too. Like you may realize that you spend a lot of time alone, kind of being upset that people don't understand you. And it's because you don't see other people's perspective. You need to see other people's perspective if you want them to understand you. You know, you have to put yourself in other people's shoes too. You can't just think that you're the only one suffering. Other people are suffering too. So take responsibility for that if that is your case. If this is you, you know, take responsibility for that. Impression versus fact. So you could be impressed by false ideas, or you could be influenced by what your perception is telling you. And our perceptions oftentimes are not true. It's just an opinion, right? So take responsibility for when you realize that your perspective isn't the right way. And be considerate to other people too. Like, yeah, just like having a listening ear to what other people have to say. Because some people might have the facts, you know, it doesn't mean you always have to be right. I'm going to clarify what this means. What do they need a different perspective on? We have 6 of Pentacles and 4 of Swords. Yeah, see, 6 of Pentacles is what I felt with this giving and receiving card. Tower, damn. So yeah, you see how these cards are very similar here? They're kind of both in this meditation pose. So I feel like you really need to take a step back, take a breather with this 4 of Swords. And when you do that, try to look at things from a different perspective. I feel like you're not giving yourself that time out to see what other people are seeing. And then with the 6 of Pentacles, it's like, again, you may feel like you could be breadcrumbing people with your energy by just giving them a little bit of your energy and then expecting them to understand you. It's like they're not going to understand you unless you give them more to work with, right? And then if it's the other way around, go ahead and flip it. Like if you feel like people are breadcrumbing you and you don't understand them, then I feel like that's also an instance where you have to kind of just take a step back and see things from a different perspective, that person isn't intentionally doing that, right? When people are like that, it's because they themselves aren't in a vibration to see things from a different perspective. So someone has to be the bigger person, right? And I feel like that has to be you in this case, because you guys can't both be stubborn. So I feel like if you're in that scenario where both of you are being stubborn, like someone has to just be the bigger person and try to see things from a different perspective. And that's the only way clarity will be gained. So it could be like, this could have to do with relationships, platonic and romantic, doesn't matter. But I feel like that is how you're going to help attract better energy into your life, right? Because law of attraction is like, it doesn't have to always be like about money or like abundance or like our heart's desire, right? It could also just be like the people we attract. It's like law of attraction works the same way with people. It's like what we are exuding in our energy is exactly what we're going to attract. So if you're in this energy where you're being stubborn, that's why you continue to attract people like that. It's like you both get a kick out of being the right person, like trying to one up each other, and it's just not going to get anybody anywhere. So when you start being the bigger person, you start seeing things from a different perspective, you're going to start attracting people who are just like that. And then you won't have this energy anymore where you feel like you have to constantly try to understand other people. It'll just be like a very flowed energy where everyone just understands each other, because life shouldn't be full of drama, right? The Tower back here, I feel like you've been attracting people who always bring drama, always bring like unwanted energy. It's like you constantly burn bridges with people because these people aren't in your vibrational alignment. They're not serving you anymore. It's like you could be dealing with very immature people that maybe you've been stooping to their level instead of trying to gain a different perspective and think like, why am I even dealing with this? Why am I even arguing with this person right now? Like, we've been arguing for 2 hours. Nothing has changed. You know what I mean? So I feel like when you change that, when you shift that mindset of yours, you're going to start attracting people who are better. And then with the World card, it's a cycle that needs to close. I feel like you've been dealing with people like this, and you probably ask yourself like, why am I always attracting these kinds of people? And it's because you're exuding that energy. That's why. So it's kind of like a wake-up call right there. All right, so yeah, see, then we have magic of pretending. Visualize the ideal situation, be detailed, play the part, see as manifested, speak it into existence, be certain. So after a period of limiting beliefs here, you may start to learn that this magic of pretending is another way to attract, right? You start visualizing, that's how you manifest. If you're detailed about it, you play the part. You know how they say like fake it till you make it? Like, I feel like that will really help you here. Speak it into existence. Like, start saying you're going to be successful, and you will be. You know, start saying like, oh, when I have a house in the hills, something like that. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, things like that will really get your mind wired to start making your physical body go after these things, like to take the practical steps in getting this. You could be wanting to become an actress or an actor or something with film. So if that's what you want to do, you know, start saying that, start speaking that into existence, and then you'll see yourself taking the proper steps to get there. All right, Taurus. So that is the reading for this portion. For this next part, I'm going to pull from this deck. This is the Lightworker Oracle. And basically, I'm going to pull one card and read the excerpt from the guidebook because I really like Alana Fairchild's description of the card that she writes about. It's just beautiful, and I want to share it with you guys. So I hope you like this reading. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to this now, and we'll see what you need to know. What's your final message here? What does Taurus need to know during this time frame? Oh, ooh, okay. We have spiritual service and then soul child. I'm going to take this one. I think either Gemini or Libra had this card though. So if you want to hear what this card has to say, go ahead and watch that video. All right, so we have soul child. Wow. This is a beautiful card. Oh, is that a little teddy bear? It is. See, I feel like there's something that has to do with the inner child here. Maybe you have a wounded inner child that you've been neglecting, and you really need to start paying attention to that child, you know, start tending to it. I feel like you have been hard on yourself too, with feeling that you're not where you want to be yet, or just like, I guess, like I said, I feel like you've been judging yourself, like judging your dark side. And There's nothing to judge here. It's just, we all go through different experiences, and we are who we are because of our upbringing. But so long as we tend to our inner child, we don't have to be stuck there. We don't have to be defined by that either. So I feel like there's something about the inner child that is trying to come through here. So the number 14 could be of significance to you. Maybe that's your birthday. The number 5 and the number 3. I'm seeing a UFO here too. I don't know why that looks like a UFO to me. So maybe you're into astronomy, things of that nature. Maybe you feel like you're out of this world. Like maybe you feel like an alien sometimes. Misunderstood, right? Okay. So for this next portion, I'm going to read this. So bear with me. Soul child, rebirth is upon you. Beautiful child of the universe, you have prepared for new life, and it is starting right now. The divine moment of rebirth, which occurs after a period of struggle, of intense inner work and physical transformation, has arrived. Enjoy getting to know this new self. It is a new day, a new beginning, a new you. Like an adventure, enjoying the discovery of a brand new world, take your time to explore the increase of your light, power, and love. You have undergone the death of the old order. Nothing is as it was, nor will it be so again. You have had to learn detachment, to release and let go over and over again. In so many ways, you have experienced inner death as you bravely surrendered that which no longer serves your growth this lifetime, even if you once loved it clearly or couldn't imagine life without it. Deep inside, through that process, your soul has been gathering energy. It has been drawing it away from the old forms of your life and relationships, from your old beliefs about health, finances, work, and from what used to hold meaning for you. It has done so in order to feed the new soul child being carried within your body. This new you is filled with divine light, love, and power. Your inner soul child, this newly integrated self, is preparing for birth now. From that which is no longer something new is now being born. You are ready for the next cycle or phase of your life, even if like a newborn colt learning to stand steady on shaking legs. You are not sure of your strength. Be reassured. The new self you're experiencing will grow strong and powerful soon enough. Let confidence in your new self emerge. Reflect upon how different you are now to a year or even a month ago. Be curious about who you are now. Do not expect the same reactions or experiences you encountered in your past. It is a time of celebration and acknowledgement that a new day, a new you, has begun a journey in the physical world. You shall enjoy the divine harvest of all of your growth and effort. This card can also indicate that a child around you, perhaps one about whom you have been thinking deeply, is particularly gifted or spiritually oriented. This child may have an important mission this lifetime and need your loving support and spiritual encouragement to thrive into that mission according to his or her own divine timing. This card may also be a sign that a new business idea, professional or personal relationship, or lifestyle choice is going to support the growth of your spirit in a positive and encouraging way. If this is the case, that new idea or connection will lead to the birth of creative new programs, ideas, and structures in your life. On the other hand, if something has been flagging in energy or success, but you are not yet inclined to give it up, this oracle comes as a confirmation and encouragement. Rebirth is going to happen. Do not give up. Sometimes it is darkest just before the dawn. Oh my God, Taurus, that's crazy. Darkest before dawn, and then it's over here too. You can't make this up. 2 totally different decks, same message came for you twice, and it's like the final words here. That is so moving. That is amazing. Okay, the invocation now. I am a child of the universe, divinely loved and empowered to grow into a shining, radiant soul of love. May all aspects of my life journey be blessed to grow into their most beautiful and loving form. May all the people and ideas that are in need of protection so they may grow into their divine fullness be blessed and supported by unconditional love. Through divine grace, so be it. Wow, that's crazy. This is why I do what I do. 'Cause it's for little moments like that where you just get double confirmation that the message is loud and clear. That's amazing. Do not give up. Sometimes it's just darkest before the dawn. Amazing. All right, Taurus, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed this message. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. And I'll see you in your next reading. Bye.